Hello there. Thanks for joining. I'm excited to have you with me today. Enjoy these samples as I am preparing to let the others know that I'm here. Hello and welcome.
Hello there.
There we go. All right, let me get this over to the other page. And while everyone's jumping on, okay. I just need to get this over onto Stamp with Barb Ryder page. And it's not letting me share. Oh, here we go. Have you guys gotten the thing to change your Facebook? They're going to be changing it, and so I did that, and it looks a little different today. Hi, Linda Bird. I can see you on here. I see we've got a few more. Just getting things shared over to the other group. And then I can see your comments, all the fun stuff. How's everybody doing? Let me know that you're here and say hello. And there we go.
On here, I see we've got a few more.
Hope you enjoy these samples. Thank you. Oops, didn't mean to bounce you around there. Paperwork, 1 hour down and 2 to go. Oh my goodness, yeah. Hey, Lynn and Taryn. I know there's a few more jumping on here soon. I've got lots to share. Nancy, hello. Boy, was it beautiful today, you guys. Oh my goodness. I absolutely loved the breeze that was coming in. It was fabulous. So you can see I've been a little busy. The Queen Anne's lace, yeah. You know, that's one of those sets that you just don't realize until it's pointed out, you know? So your derivative was poured, your beverage? Oh, your driveway. Oh, goodness. Your driveway. So, hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. If you're watching on replay, I make sure to give me a comment so I know that you're joining on replay. But you can see that I've been busy with all these little samples here. Just seeing some different things that you can do with the Queen Anne's lace. And the Queen Anne's lace is a stamp set that you can get free this month, along with some other goodies, and I'll share that in a little bit. I have a few things to show you tonight, so I see there's a few on here. I know there's a few more coming, but for now, I am going to go ahead and just get ready to do some stamping. How's that? So I'm going to take the samples away and get myself prepared here so that I can share some really fun things with you guys. Hopefully you will like them and see what you think. Now these 4 cards right here, I just want to talk a little bit. We have a special this month, and it is called Get and Go. And you know that the actually I have my little cheat sheet here with all kinds of information. But basically, this month you can get the cut and emboss machine. That's $120 plus shipping and tax for only $104.94. That's if you purchase the kit. Now I can talk to you more about that. But in addition, Stampin' Up! Is offering a special this month. I don't know that you can read my writing and stuff, but basically you get 2 pre-selected stamp sets. Queen Anne's Lace is one of them. And you also get a package of rhinestones free. You get 2 card kits, which makes a total of 8 cards. And these are the colors that are in that card kit. And they have them all pre-cut and everything. So if you want to have a class with someone, or even if you want to do a to-go class, or if you just want to get them because there's great ideas and value and so much more, you would be part of Barbie's Blessings team. And we have monthly get together. We have virtual and in person at this time. And of course, we do the things that are safe, and hope that pretty soon we can get things back to a little normalcy. But, you know, it's okay. We're learning how to do everything virtual. You guys have stuck with me, and I so appreciate that. More than I could ever tell you. So I'm going to go ahead and get my mat out here. And I'm going to see if I always worry that my lighting is not good enough. And I know if I turn that on, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. The first thing I want to show you is some fun little treat ideas. Now, those of you that are still going and working outside the home, or even if you aren't working outside the home and you have some friends that you want to just drop off a fun little gift to, I want to show you. We talked briefly about this set right here called Turnovers, and I'm going to go ahead and make a cute little treat box with that. I don't know how many of you realize, but Stampin' Up! Has some acrylic boxes, different sizes. So this size right here, try to do it so the glare doesn't pop in there, but 3 1/8, by 3 1/8. And then there's also these little tiny boxes that are kind of like 2 by 2 cubes. So those are some fun things that are kind of hidden in the catalog. And I want to share about those. So the first one we're going to do is we are going to do something with the 3 1/8. And for those that are I have a fall and I have a Halloween. I'm going to use the pumpkin and the bat. And because I have them a little bit separated, I'm going to take my pad and go on top of the stamp instead of the stamp to the pad. Any other way to get the stamp set? Yes, Linda, you can purchase it. It is a stamp set right in the catalog. And let me grab the whole stamp. I think you're talking about the Queen Anne's Lace, but this is the Queen Anne's Lace 152604, and you can purchase that right out of the catalog. So whoever your demonstrator is, you'll want to contact them if you don't have a demonstrator, which I'm sure you do, Linda. But if you're watching this and you don't have a demonstrator and you're interested in some fun things, just let me know. I will be more than happy to help you out. But we're going to go back to using the Turnovers, and it's called Turnovers because it has, actually, I'm going to put my pad down here. So, because when you're using the polymer stamps, the clear stamps, there's no cushion there, so you'll want to use the mat. All right, so I'm going to stamp this, and I'm going to actually stamp this over to the side like that. Okay, just like that. Now I need to clean this because the reason they're called turnovers is because you turn them over and then you get the solid image. Okay, now because I'm this far apart, I'm going to take Smoky Slate and I'm just going to, well, first of all, no, I'm telling you a fib. I'm going to turn this over and I can't get it exact. So I'm just going to put this here and I'm going to take my pumpkin off for a second. Okay. And I'm going to use Smoky Slate to ink that up. And then I'm going to see. I think that's too dark. But we're going to try that again. My pad is very juicy. And I'm going to stamp it off. And I'm going to try this. Hopefully it'll be okay. But I am going to stamp right onto my little bat. Oh, that worked all right. He's outside the lines a little bit, but hey. It's a homemade stamp, right, guys? Or homemade card. Or treat box. That's what we're doing, is a treat box. Okay. And then my pumpkin, I'm just going to put that back on here. And we are going to use pumpkin pie. All right. Now, this one is pretty snug, too. So you'll want to make sure that when you ink this up, I have to make sure I'm got the center inked up. Okay, there we go. I think I got it all. All right. And then you're going to stamp this right on here. Okay. Well, you can see I got out the lines a little bit. That's okay. It's totally okay. For what I'm doing, this is just an easy treat box. Okay? Here's that. And you know what? Here we go. I think that'll work. Yeah. Now, for those of you that have been stamping a long time, you guys know that we had wood mount stamps. Itty Bitty Greetings has all occasions that you can think of. And so when you see me stamp with my wooden stamp, that's because I've had this stamp for a while, and I've had it since we have changed over to no longer having wood stamps. And this says trick or treat, and I'm going to stamp it right onto my scrap white and put that over here, clean that off out of the way, get this black. Now, this punch that I'm going to use here, you guys, is the classic label punch, and it's perfect for the Itty Bitty Greetings. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to come right in here, excuse me, and we're going to punch this out just like that, and then get that scrap out of the way. Okay, and let's see here. You guys know that we have these fun little mini glue dots, but before that, let's see. I thought I had my orange sponge here. Yes, I do. So I want my pumpkin pie, and I'm going to use this sponge, and I am going to just put some orange on here. This tiny little guy. I'm actually going to go around the outside here a little bit just to give it some dimension. Which set do you have? I see that Lynn, you have a set. Which one? Oh, the Itty Bitty Greetings. Yes, yes, yes. That is a good one. It is a good one. Okay, got that part done. All right, now I'm going to take my little trick or treat, and I need to put some mini dimensionals. They fit in here perfect, and they're so darn cute. All right, take off our backing. Okay, and you know what? I should have waited a second, but let me see how far over this goes. Okay. So I'm going to set this aside. I shouldn't have took those off yet, guys. Okay, so we're going to use the 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. I have cut a piece of 3 by 3, and this is from the Plaid Tidings, and it is the 6 by 6. It's $11.50 for a gazillion pages. But basically, this works perfect with my little treat box here. So I am going to, which one do I want? I'm going to have it this way. Okay, so that's in the back. We're going to take some fall candy and put that in here. Just like that. And I'm going to take some green. Oh, wait, you know what? No, this is what I want. This is right. Okay, there's one more there. And these are just green lifesavers. They just kind of go with the Halloween fall theme. Oh, that's good. All right, so we're gonna put this in here, and because I have the candy in there, it's gonna hold this designer paper right there, so it's not gonna go anywhere. I'm pulling this so I can shut that. There we go. All right, got that. Next, we're gonna put this on here, but before we do that, we're gonna grab this glittered organdy ribbon. It's black and it's got glitter in it. Can you guys see that glitter? It's so cool. Anyway, we are going to bring this around and just tie this around, and I need to grab my scissors. This with this black, and I'm just going to tie this in a knot. And you guys, this is so a cute idea for any occasion, okay? Doesn't have to be Halloween. I just wanted to, because we've got fall coming up, I wanted to show you some fall things. All right, so there's that. Let me just clip off some of this extra. Beautiful. All right, so there we go. And I am going to pull this around. Actually, I'm going to pull it over on this side to the right, because I am going to take this. Come on, we got to go all the way over. There we go. We're going to take this and we're going to put it on here. And we're going to do that with some, goodness, some mini glue dots. I haven't forgotten about my saying over there on the side, but basically I'm just going to take this and put the glue dots in all four corners, just like that. This is going to come in, like I said, and we're going to put this over here to the side, push that down, and then we're going to put our saying on here, okay? Just like, well, we might have to come over on the pumpkin. I don't know. I didn't pre-make this, so, you know, I'm just winging it as we go here. I think I can bring that up a little bit. We're going to turn that sideways a little bit. Okay. I still think I'm going to cut this down just a hair. All right. So there you go. Super easy, simple little treat box. Okay. And there on the back, how cute is that? So there's one. Now the second one I have, we're going to do as fall. So let me just clean my pumpkin here and clean this out of the way. So get that out of there. So for this one, we are going to use the outline stamp, and I think we're going to use the other pumpkin. Okay, there's two different pumpkins in here, and we're going to use the tall pumpkin on this one. And first thing, I'm going to do this in on this small guy here, and it is going to be with cinnamon cider. That is what I'm going to use to stamp the full pumpkin. And let me see here. I want to be strategic. In this one, we're going to come over here. Okay, cinnamon cider. And before I put that away, I am going to, oh, I gotta reach because I threw this over here out of the way. Okay. So, oh, you know what? I can't even use that. It wasn't long enough. I gotta grab another strip here. Okay. Okay, there we go. All right, so this one's going to say with gratitude. And just stamp that here. Oh, that's a real nice stamping, Barb. Okay, we're going to try that again. Beautiful. Man. All right, well, I'm going to leave that open because I'm going to show you guys a trick. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. All right, so now I need to clean my pumpkin and do the turnover and put that down. we are going to ink this in, like I said, the pumpkin pie. I'm going to go this way this time and make sure. Sorry about the bounce. I try not to bounce, but that happens. Okay, so there we are. Now, I am going to use a sponge dauber, and I'm going to get some of this cinnamon cider on my sponge dauber. Okay, and I am just going to kind of come around the bottom here. I'm going to pull a little more of that, see if I can pull some more dark in there. All right, try one more time. Get a little more. Okay, and then before I'm gonna take some of this off the stem, okay, and put some of that cinnamon cider there so we have a little bit darker stem. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. I don't know. I'm not. This looks like I took. Okay, can you guys see this? I'm going to bring it up close. See how it looks like it took most of my ink off? So that didn't work the way that I had planned it to. So, actually, you know what? Let's try this. I'm going to stamp it on here and see what we get. Yeah, that's not what I was going for. Like I said, this one's kind of on the fly. I did not pre-do this. Sometimes I will pre-do things so you can see them. Oh, and then sometimes I just make them up as I go. And that is what I did here. So we are going to re-ink this again. Okay, that looks good. And I am going to go back and take off some of the stem in the orange using that dauber. And then I am going to bring the corner of my ink and see if I can ink that stem up. That's not too bad. That's all right. Okay, that's what I want. Okay, here we go. We are going to stamp this right inside my pumpkin that I've already done the outlines. There we go. That looks pretty. I like that. I like that look. Okay. We're done with the orange. And let's see if this fits in here, that I can do this one. Okay, so it's going to cut off a little bit of my gratitude. So guess what? We are going to, we're just going to take my little guillotine cutter here, and this is something that you can now order. Just let me know if you want one. All right, I'm gonna come over here a little bit. Oh, I didn't hold that down. This guy right here helps you hold it down so it's straight. Now I need to cut this off some, so I am going to bring this up here. Yep, I need it skinnier. That's what I'm going for. And because I didn't pre-cut a piece of cardstock, here we are. Of course, there's a gazillion punches I could have used. Sometimes just cutting it like this is super easy. So the next thing I'm going to do is I am just going to cut an angle here. And let's see, I'm going to flip it over. And I think I'm right there. So I'm going to cut an angle here so that we have a little bit of angle going on, just like that. Okay. And I think, and then there's plenty of orange still on here, so I'm going to go ahead and sponge this little guy. I am going to go ahead with this and sponge my box, or my piece that's going to go on the box. And this one is going to go on the square. So this is the little 2-inch square. And what I have for this one are some butter rum lifesavers. How many of you guys like butter rum, the flavor? I just found them in the bag for the first time the other day. I didn't know that they had them in a bag. Yeah. Hard candy butter rum, lifesavers. Okay. That's what I'm putting inside my box. And for this one, I'm going to use the combo pack, which is the basket weave, and it's the like mint macaron and copper. Your favorite, Lynn? That's cool. That is cool. So what I'm going to do here is actually take both of these, and I am going to bring it up like this, and I'm going to make a bow on the top. So I need a little extra so I can make a bow. Let me see. You think I can do it with that? Yeah, I think I can do it with that. All right, cut that, and we are going to cut this. I think I'm out of the picture frame, but you guys are getting the idea. I'm just cutting ribbon. All right. Jackie, you love the butter rum too? I'm telling you, it's so good. All right. You know what else I really like are the Werthers. You guys like those? All right. So my goal is to try to do this so that I have my copper, you know. So I think the best way to do it is, let me find my lid. Okay. So get this around here. Now this is the hardest part about the whole thing, you know, trying to make a bow on live TV. Well, not really TV, but kind of. All right, let's go there, and I want to bring this around so that it's in the middle of my green. It's so pretty together, you guys. And it is a fun little fall idea. All right, I got it. Stay. Okay, here we are. Am I gonna make a bow? Is it gonna make a bow? Let's see. Maybe it's the rum. I don't know. Well, that one's non-alcoholic rum, but you know, I get what you're saying there. All right, I don't know. I may have cut this a little too small, but we are going to try to make it work, girls. And get my finger in there. Come on. Oh, this one won't come through there. All right. Come on. Here we go. All right. So if you're watching the replay, just trying to make this bow, and bows are just always so hard. Okay, we're gonna see what happens here. I'm gonna just pull it, you guys. Okay, I might have to redo this once we're done, but you get the idea. And but if you do it right, look at, isn't that cool? You can have that on the outside. So I'm gonna have to play with that, get this one to work the right way. But basically, there you go. And then we are gonna put this guy with the glue dots. And I see in my, it's coming up on the screen on my laptop that the light is very glary on these boxes. So sorry about that. Okay, which one is the prettiest side? We'll go with this one. We're gonna put this right on the front. And it's a 2x2, so I cut it just like the whole thing of the box. And then we are going to take a couple of those, we're going to use the small mini dimensionals again. And then that is going to go right here on my little pumpkin with gratitude. And he can come off the end a little bit. Just like that. I don't want to hide my pumpkin too much. Yeah, okay, there we got it. Okay. Just like that. And there's our other little treat box. Okay, how about that? So, got a couple little treat ideas for you using those acrylic boxes that we have in the catalog. So there are 2 little ideas for the fall. So now let me get my things in order here, and we are going to stamp some Queen Anne lace cards. Give you some ideas on how this works. As I'm putting these away, the more I used it, the more I realized how cool it was with a lot of different things. Excuse me. And it looks very different with different colors. That's the other thing that I realized, that as I was using it in the different samples. Okay, let me get this out of the way. There we go. So what we're going to do, excuse me, I'm going to show you this little technique. And maybe you guys realize this, but one of the things that we have in the catalog are the note cards and envelopes. And they come in vanilla or white. I'm going to use white, and I'm going to use some Post-it notes. And we are going to do some sponging. So I need to grab all my sponges. I need to grab my inks. The inks I'm going to use are cinnamon cider, pumpkin pie, and crushed curry. Okay. I am going to go ahead and grab one of the, it's already pre-cut and scored too. That's the other thing. And they are now in the Thick Whisper White. I don't know if you guys realize that, but this is no longer in the Ultra Smooth as it used to be. They have them are in the Thick Whisper White. Don't know if you guys realize that. I guess I didn't realize that until I was just recently working with these. Okay, I'm going to take the sponge pad out of the way, and I am going to take these, no, they're already pre-scored, but it's over to the side a little bit. Let me see, let me get my bone folder here. If you don't have a bone folder, you guys need that, because you always want to have nice crisp folds, and if it is off a little bit, you can take your, I don't want to do that, but you can take your bone folder and kind of move it in place. So they are very nice being thick, much better, much better. And the great thing, you guys, these can be mailed. These take regular 1 postage stamp, unless you're like lots of embellishments on it, that it won't go through the little machine at the post office. However, it should only take 1 stamp. You should be good. All right, so I'm going to put this on here because you will want to make sure that this is straight. So I am going to, in order to do this, let me see, am I in the screen? Let's see here. Hey, Sherry Lighthizer, thank you for joining. So to get this straight, you want to make sure that you're on a line, okay? So I am going to lay this down, and I think I'm pretty straight. The other thing is, if you're using a Post-it, you can check over on the side to make sure you're in line, okay? All right, next, we are going to just line this straight up, okay? This is just the little time-consuming part that we have to do, but we have to make sure that this is straight, okay? Am I straight, Barb? It looks pretty straight. Now I'm going to go this way because I need some space here. And this is the top, so I am just guessing, how much space I need here. What's everybody been up to? Have you been stamping? Cleaning? What? I feel like all I've done is gone to doctor appointments lately, you guys. Bill still doesn't have a date for his foot surgery. Oh, but he's got all kinds of stuff. He's got some new stuff going on, I guess, to put it that way. So more doctor appointments. All right, so we are going to do sponging. So I'm going to open up my crushed curry. I'm going to start with that one. And I always like to take a piece of the cardstock and staple that onto my sponge. That way I know what color, and I use my sponges all the time. So I'm just going to get some of that crushed curry, and I'm just going to start swirling it in this open section here. I'm going to try not to bounce the table too much so it doesn't pixelate on us, because sometimes if I work fast. Organized your stamps, Lynn, and the ones that you're going to sell. Work and more work. Oh, Linda. Nancy, I love your pottery. I've seen the stuff that you have been doing. It's beautiful. All right, so there's crushed curry. We are going to go with the pumpkin pie. Oh. Grab some of that ink and just put that in different spots here. So I wanted to do a variety of colors using the Queen Anne's lace, okay? And this one, I just thought, you know what? Fall's a-coming. Fall is coming. So these colors made me think of that. And so that's the reason that I chose the pumpkin pie and the crushed curry and cinnamon cider. Now, another color that I think is gorgeous with crushed curry is the Merry Merlot or the Cherry Cobbler. I think I need a little more of the crushed curry after I've done this. I'm going to go back and just get a little more of the crushed curry. Yes, Linda, her pottery, everything she does is beautiful. She's just a talented, crafty lady. And yes, she has some beautiful pieces. All right, there, that added just a little bit more for me. So that's what I wanted. Okay, so we are done with that. And this is the hardest part of the card. So now I'm just going to pull this off, and you got to have those straight lines. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. You know, sometimes you just have to say, whew, good job. Right? Okay, we need the cinnamon cider back out. And we are going to use the base, the large piece of the Queen Anne's lace, the large image, okay? And I am using the cinnamon cider to ink that up. And I am going to, let's see here, I think I'm going to come just like that. I didn't put the sponge underneath, or the pad, but we're okay. That turned out all right. Nice. Okay, and now we have this piece. I don't know if you can see, but it is this little guy right here, and that is going to fill in. And I'm going to actually use the crushed curry for that. And I'm going to ink it up. Now, my crushed curry is very dark. I don't know that I want it that dark, so I'm going to stamp off. And I'm going to put the sponge under me here. And then, this is easy to line up, you guys. You just have to make sure you've got it the right way, and you can get everything just the way you want it. There we go. Stamp that. Good. Yeah, because I didn't want it super dark on top of out here. That was the reason I stamped off. So there we are. And then in the stamp set is the word thanks. And I don't have that out already. But this has some nice words. Hello, friend. Best wishes. Thanks. I know that you have the strength through this. And you can use that with, and I'll be right by your side. I'm going to stamp this in the cider. Where are you? Here's the thanks. And I did the thanks on this one because it's a nice, easy little card. And with this, you know, like I said, it made me think of fall. So, of course, you know, fall is about being grateful and gratitude. So we're going to do thanks. And we're going to do that right here, just like that. And the last thing we're going to do is color my nails with cinnamon cider. Okay. These little, where's my little gems? Okay. These guys, they come in silver and gold, and I'm going to use the gold with the Take Your Pick tool and put some of these, just like I did in the sample that I had sitting out for you guys as I was sharing over to the other page, just like that. And there's your simple card. Okay, and then here is the one that I did earlier. Now you can see it's going to look different according to, see, this strip is a little smaller. I like the wider strip, I think. But yeah, there are the two side by side. Yay, glad you guys like it. All right, so let me get these guys out of the way. And well, you know what, before I what I should do is, you know, you don't want a naked stamp or a naked envelope. If I can grab one. I had already stamped this. I didn't clean it off, and I want it to be light, so I'm just going to use the ink that's on here. And oh, well, let's see. Can we try that again? Ooh. Well, that's not bad. That's pretty good, actually. It looks good. All right. Ta-da! Okay, so I got to clean these off because we are going to be using the floral part of it a couple times, so I need that again. I need the little solid piece, and put my thanks away. I'm done with that, but I do have another saying here I'm going to use for that one. Okay, so the next one I'm going to share is get this. I'm just trying to get my things out of the way so I know what I'm doing here. Okay. All right. Let me grab stuff that I need. We'll put these guys out of the way. Pull this over here in front of me so I can pull these out. There. I don't feel as claustrophobic. Okay, so we are going to do, the first card we're going to do is blue, the blue, okay? And so this one, we are going to use the White Craft and the Misty Moonlight, okay? That's the two colors. And the sample I had shared earlier, it was using the Flowers for Every Season designer paper. Pumpkin? Pumpkin. What do you mean pumpkin, Jackie? I see your comment. Okay, all right, so there's that. And then I need the little stamp that says, "Hey, friend." And let me grab that. And I thought I had my little blocks here, but I do not. So if you give me 2 seconds, I just have to walk over here and grab my little block. Oh! And I need "Hey, friend." And we're going to use that in the Misty Moonlight. I feel like I should sing a song every time I say that. Stamp that down just like that in my scrap. Okay, do that. Put this over here, and then here is the Queen Anne's lace, and so I want to stamp that. I think I'm gonna make sure that I'm on my mat here, my sponge mat. Okay, all right. And then this is going to come over this way just a little. Stamp that right on. So this is Misty Moonlight on Misty Moonlight. Okay. And it's pretty dark. It turns out pretty good. All right. I am going to clean this before I get my arms and stuff. That's crazy. I'm looking at my screen. I don't know why it pixelates like that. Hi, Marcia. The name of the stamp set is Queen Anne's Lace. And it is one of the stamps that you can get free this month by getting the starter kit. Okay, we're done with the Misty Moonlight. Oh, look what I did. Blah, blah, blah. Don't like having inky fingers. Yucca, yucca. Okay, so you guys will have to pardon me for one momento while I grab a baby wipe, because I sure don't want this all over my cards, and I need to wash my fingers. All right. There we go. Oh, that makes me feel better. Okay, paper looks much lighter than the ink. Yes, I agree. I do agree, but it is the same. It is the same. See that? Misty Moonlight. And that is that's one of the new in colors. Okay. This is our pigment ink, which sits on top of the paper. So it does take a little longer to dry whenever you're doing this. So make sure that you realize that if you're trying to make one of these cards quick, you have to realize that it's not going to dry immediately. Now, I need to get my head over here, and hopefully I won't be in the light, but I'm going to have to make sure. Oh, let's see here. Okay, hopefully my head won't be in the way, but I've got to get on top of the what's happening is my overhead light is shining right on this block where I cannot see, and I need to see up here. Don't stamp like this, you guys. The only reason I'm doing this at the moment is because I could not see there, and I didn't want to stick my head in the way. So that worked pretty good. All right. So there we are. Now, this will lighten up as it dries. So just dry it a little bit with the fanning. All right. Okay. That is what I wanted. Our stamping is done. Stamping is done. And let me wipe this off. I've got this wipe over here, so I'm just going to do that since I'm going to be using that again pretty quick with our next card. And the other thing is you can also emboss with the pigment ink, the white pigment ink. So yes, you can use the heat tool. That is the truth. Okay, but it's not bad. I mean, if I take my fingers, it's like pretty dry. It's a little bit on there, but it's enough that it's going to dry up pretty quick. The next thing I'm going to do is, this is our white crinkle ribbon that you can color with your blends. You can leave it white, and it just is perfecto. It's just light and airy, and it's probably one of the most in-the-mail friendly ribbons that we have, because it'll ship very easily. All right, I need to pull this down just a hair. There we go. And got to cut this off my tails so they're not so crazy long. And remember, I stamped this right here. Okay, so we're going to use this tag punch, and you know what? I probably forgot to write the name down. I sure did, but it is in the main catalog. All right, and so what I'm going to do, I've cut. This is 1 inch, and I don't want this whole big area. So here's a tip that you can do: cut your paper down a little smaller than your punch, and then line it up so that your tips will be the same. I need to come a little, I'm going to cut this a little off just a little bit, because you can only go so far inside. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to come back in here. There we go. See how I can get a little closer to the words? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to line this up so I have a little design on both corners. Punch. There we go. Now, you got to turn it over. And this is how you can get a smaller or even longer if you want it had a longer saying. Now see, I'm stuck right there, so I've got to cut this off a little more. And probably, it doesn't really matter if it's straight, I guess, because you're going to go in here and cut this off anyway. But make sure that you've got your little, about the same amount of space, and that you've got your little designs on both. And look at that. Ta-da! Well, turn it right side up. There you go. A little mini of the punch. Okay, I'm trying to do it so it doesn't glare in the light, just like that. Okay, now I just need some dimensionals here, and I'm going to use two big old fat ones and get those. This is going to, let me straighten out my ribbon. Straighten out the ribbon here. Oh my goodness, I'm like jammed up here. There we go. Okay, let's see. So once you tie your ribbon on, here's another tip. If you just bend this a little bit, see how I'm bending it a little bit? Take this and just slide it over, and it moves very easily for you. Okay, my hello friend is going to go right like that. Okay, and we're going to take some of this paper, and this matches the Misty Moonlight. And my seal here, I need to grab that, my little mat. Okay, get it started there. And you guys know that this silicone mat, this adhesive will not stick on it either, so that's beautiful. Okay, so I have the Whisper White, and this is just going to go on the side over here, just like that. And this is going to go flat, and the reason I'm doing this flat is because of the gems that I'm going to use. They are they pop up a little bit, so so that my mail, it goes through the mail just fine. There we go. And these are so pretty, you guys. These are in the Peony Suite, and they're just like so sparkly and gorgeous. I am going to use my pick tool and put a few of these on, and you know that we want to work in, I'm going to do the white. Well, is that white or clear? I guess it's more clear. I wanted the white ones. The white ones are over on the other side here. Okay, so we are going to do one here. We're going to take a small one, and we're going to come down here, and another small one, and come right there. And my card is done, except for whatever you want to put on the inside, using that gem, the Elegant Faceted Gems. But there you go. There is the card. So there is that one. Here is the one that I showed in the beginning, and it has the different paper, but it also it all coordinates with the Misty Moonlight. Okay. All right. I have one more to show you, and it is a little more stepped up. So in doing the cards, you know, you can do something simple. You can build the next one up a little bit. And the last one, we are going to use some of the in colors. This is Just Jade. And then we need these two pieces. But we're going to be using a couple different colors here. Let me get this out of the way. We are going to use Soft Suede, Just Jade, and Daffodil Delight. These are the three colors we're going to use for this card. And what we're going to do, actually, I'm going to take my mat, I'm going to put it underneath, because I definitely want to make sure I have the mat under me here. But I don't want to stamp on top of my mat, because it doesn't always it sits on top of the mat, I guess is what I want to say. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is what do I do with my little sample here so I know what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to take the soft suede. We need the outline, the Queen Anne's lace, and we're going to ink this up. Okay, and I am going to stamp this down here and ink it up again and stamp it one more time. Okay, and let's see, what can we do here? I want to get so that don't want to be up there. Okay, we're gonna do just like this. Ta-da! It's a little overlapped, but that's okay. It'll be all right. Because no two cards are gonna be the same, right? We are hand stamping. Okay, looks like we have a few more on here. Welcome. If I didn't see you, thanks for joining. And hopefully you'll learn something new. Just lots of different tips. If you go back and start at the beginning, just some different ideas. Okay, our next thing with the Queen Anne's lace is we're going to stamp the Daffodil Delight. And my colors are all, I must have re-inked them recently because of, okay, there's that. And then I am going to see, this one I can see better. When I used that white ink earlier, it was difficult to see because of it being the pigment ink, you know. Okay, so there's that. Yep, that's what I want, just like that. Okay, and stamp off. So I inked it up, stamped off, so that I don't have such a heavy yellow on here. Okay, there we are. That's what we want. Okay, next we're going to use the Just Jade. And we're going to use the saying that is celebrating all the wonderful things about you. So we're going to take Just Jade, get that inked up. Okay, I'm going to put that right up here at the top. Make sure that I'm pretty straight. Beautiful. Oh, I'm so happy when it turns out. Okay, that's it for the stamping. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my little cutter here again, and I'm going to cut this in pieces. So my first, and there's no measurements here. I'm just going to cut it in pieces. So I am going to, let's see here. This piece is a little more. I think it's like 4.5. So there's 4. So I think I'm going to go 3 3/4 here. And hold this down, cut that piece. Then I'm going to slide a little more. And this one is about, that's about 3/4 of an inch. So let me see. I want this one to be 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, 1. How about we go 1 1/4 off of this one? All right, I have 3 pieces now, just like that. And what we're going to do is put that onto this piece right here. And we're going to use dimensionals to do that. So let me grab those right here. And I'm going to do 2 here. I'm going to do 3 on this one and 4 on the other one because it's a little bigger. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, I'm going to take this And I'll have the measurements once I get this finalized, you guys. I'll have the measurements for you. But basically, it's going to go on this piece of cardstock. This one is 5.5 by 3.25. So this is going to be 5.25 by 3, just a 1/4 inch down. So that is going to go right here. Make sure I have it straight. Okay, and then my next piece. This card was inspired by Karen Titus. So if any of you guys watch her, any of her videos, this was inspired by her. So I did mine a little different. I added a couple of different things, and so it's not exactly like hers, but it's similar. So I am going to come down just a little bit with this. Oh wait, you know what? Ooh. Does it go this way? Yes. See there? I almost did it upside down. Okay. And I think I'm over too far on that. Okay. There we go. All right. There's that. Now I'm going to take, this is one of the packs that comes in the Flowers for Every Season that I shared with the designer paper just a little bit ago. But this is one of the ribbons that comes in the 3-pack, and this is just going to come right around here, and I am just going to tie this into a knot. Now if you want it foo-foo, you could do a bow, I'm sure, but I think I'm just going to tie it in a knot. Bows are hard to do when you're going live, girls, right? Oh, but wait, Marcia. Marcia says it would be cute with the side sponged in jade. But wait, you came in late, so you didn't get to see the all the things at the very beginning. You'll have to go back and look at the replay. Okay, so let me get this so I don't have all these frayed edges from me fiddlin' diddlin'. Because I cut it too small. That's why. It took me longer. Okay. There we go. All right. Here's what we got. Now. So this is the designer series paper for the In Colors, Just Jade. And I am going to, actually, let's see here. I think I'm going to do it like this. So I'm just going to, no, I'm not. I'm going to do it this way. Ha ha. We are going to put adhesive down here. I'm just going to do both of them while I have it out here. And let's see. Just like that. Okay. So what I'm going to do. Oh, I did it. Okay, I've got to do it. What I wanted to do is put it on like this. So because I put the sticky here instead of this side, I should have put it on this side the way I wanted to do it. I am going to do a guesstimation here. So, kind of going the backwards way, but here's the deal, girls. There's no mistakes in stamping. So guess what? We can figure it out. All right, so I'm going to come in underneath here and keep it at an angle so I can get this where I want it. Oh, yes. There we go. And so now we need to do the other side. So come on in here. The trick will be to leave about the same amount on this other side. And had I done it the way I wanted to, ladies, I would have put it on the back of here. But instead, it is on the base of the card. Ha ha. Okay. This is flat because I did so much popped up with the dimensionals on the front. And our card is done. Go all the way up, all the way there. Okay, I did it. Okay, there we are. There we are. Da-da-da-da. Okay, here is the one from earlier. I see, it looks like I did not stamp off on this one, see? But it does look a little bit different. One's darker and one's a little bit lighter. Hey, thank you. Okay, good. Thank you for keeping my secret, Linda. Thank you for keeping my secret. So that is what I have for the stamping. Let me get some things out of the way, and I have 2 prizes to give away because I did not spin the wheel on Friday. Friday I came to you guys at noon, so if you haven't watched that video, jump back and check it out. I had a good time with training. It was very informative. It was awesome. Stampin' Up! Did some great things for us and some training and some different information and stuff. So that was great. I was very thankful to be able to do that. And mainly because of my lovely team, because of my customers. You guys just keep me at the leader status, and I appreciate that so much. All right, I am going to try to clean up a little bit here, and then I am going to talk about what you're going to get for free, what you can get for free, and we're going to spin the wheel. So I'll put the cards back out before we leave for the evening, but let me get this out of the way. All right, so what I wanted to share earlier is a little bit of this information. So I'll just talk to you, and if you can read it, great. That way you can do a still of it or whatever. Basically, September host code, I have it written here. It's also on the website. I will also put it in the link or give it in the descriptions. Now, anybody that orders $30 with me for the month of September, you're going to get 4 free cards, card kit. Okay, when you order with me. Plus, if you up your order to $50, you're going to go into a drawing for a hostess set, a Merry Hello, and that's this one right here. I'm just going to try to do it there so that the light is not shining on it. But this is a hostess set, so this is somebody's going to get this free. Anybody that spends $50 with me goes into the drawing for this stamp set, and you will get a free embellishment from me. I had posted this in my September 1st information, so if you go back, you can look at that. It's all right there. I mentioned the Cut and Boss machine. It's now available. We also have the magnetic plate. I don't have that yet. I'm hoping I'll get that here sometime soon, and then I'll demonstrate how that works. But it's going to be way better than the magnetic plate that we have had for the Big Shot. Okay, and just a reminder that if you're interested in the Life is Beautiful to Go class or at the cafe, I still have room for a couple more at the cafe. It's $38, and again, you're going to get a quarter package of the plaid tidings that I used tonight. You're going to get oh, I didn't write it down. It's on the website. Let's see, 5 ink spots. You're going to have everything. It's going to be an inclusive kit to be able to do the 4 cards that we're going to be doing in class. Plus, you're going to have stuff to take home. Okay, so it's a great deal for everything that you're getting because you're going to have stuff to take home, and you're going to have the stamp set. The stamp set is included. Here's the stamp set. Okay, Life is Beautiful. All right. All the things that I wanted to share there. Make sure that don't forget about the drawing. And so 2 things. The person, the folks that that I'm drawing for tonight, you will be getting I have 2 of each of the cards that I did tonight. You're going to get a whole package. You're going to get one of all the samples I did. You'll be in that drawing, and you're going to get those from me, and they'll have envelopes with those. And you never know, you might have a little surprise in with those too. So, all right. Okay, thanks for hanging with me, and I am going to get things turned around here so that you can, we're going to spin the wheel, okay? So one momento. I got to do a little shifting before I move the camera over here. Okay, and take you out of here. Okay, so I'm gonna move the gonna move the camera. Okay, so hang on. Oh, it's got the. Okay, here we are. Now, let me get you to the page where the wheel is at, and here you are. Okay, so what I've done is I've got the dates listed by the names of the people that commented. So we are going to, let me make sure that we have a speaker. Yes, I'm not on mute. All right, so we're going to spin the wheel twice. And all right, here we go. Who is the winner going to be this week for one of the goodies? And it's Marsha. I love it. I love the, if you guys listen, how they, in there, they go, woo! Okay, so here we go. Here is the next one. And it's Deborah. Oh my gosh. Okay. How about that? All right. So I will mark that down. Deborah, I will need your address. So if you can private message me, make sure to get me your address so I can send you some goodies in the mail. And let's see here if I can turn you guys around, and I don't want to go off of the, what do I want to say? I don't want to kick us off yet. Okay, hang on. Okay, well, hi. So I didn't get all fancied up tonight, but I'm just wanting to say hello and say goodbye at the same time. Thanks you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed all the good stuff that you saw. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know. Yeah, I so appreciate you all. Thank you so much, and you guys have a fabulous evening, okay? Bye-bye.